This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Good morning and welcome in, everybody. Coffee, Country, and Cody. I'm Kelly Sutton. That's Charlie Mattos. Annie Nye is standing by, and Jeff Roberts upstairs. She's never going to outrun that. That one's going to stick with her for a while.
Yeah, I like it, though.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Thanks for joining us and being a part of the show this morning, because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. PCCAs. All of the letters, the People's Choice Country Awards, they're happening right here. We are watching all of it be built around us. It's going to be inside the Opry House tonight, live on NBC. You can watch it there starting at 7 o'clock Central. That's 8 o'clock Eastern. But we're doing a big red carpet special, so we definitely want you guys to tune in for that. And that's going to be starting at 5 o'clock Central. So get comfortable, open up your laptop, watch us on your phone if you want to do that. Easiest way to do it is go to Facebook and join us over on Opry's Facebook page or WSM's Facebook page at 5 o'clock. It's going to be myself and Aaron Cooper hanging out, grabbing people, talking about fashion, talking about all the things, and hopefully catching up with the Icon Award winner for tonight, which is Miranda Lambert, and also the Country Champion Award winner tonight, which is Kane Brown. So it's going to be a great night overall, and we're just seeing it being built brick by brick right here on the Opry Plaza.
There's a little village has sprung up backstage at the Grand Ole Opry. Workmen, tents,
it is
a lot of cones.
When we see something that's happening on a stage that we are on so often, and it's completely transformed, and you're watching it going, that doesn't look like where I work every Tuesday night, but it is. And they really have, they've kicked it up to the next level. Last year was the first year for this award show. This year, they brought the big guns in. So it's going to be really interesting to watch and see what it looks like tonight. Of course, we're going to run down all the people that will be performing tonight and also a list of the nominees. It's a long list. I didn't realize there were so many categories.
Yeah.
A lot of categories. So we'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. Also, last night, very special event that I got to be a part of. It was Lighting Up Lives, Music for Seniors. And Jeannie Seeley was our headliner. So it was fun to watch Seeley do a full show. I've seen her do 3 songs on the Grand Ole Opry. I'd never been there. Man, she is so good. I knew she was great. I just didn't realize how good it was as a show overall, to be funny and engaging and sing and introduce people and tell stories. And she's just the full package.
She's an entertainer.
She's an entertainer. And we love that. So I've got a little video from that last night coming up in entertainment headlines and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We now know some of our friends are going to be on that show because, you know, it's a big show. So we'll tell you all about that, who's on the bill, and where and when you can watch it.
More Coffee, Country, and Cody is on WSM.
Wounded Warrior Project empowers post 9/11 veterans and their families with life-changing programs and services.
I realized I could be successful in a civilian career.
We stand by warriors and advocate for their needs going forward.
They were by my side in the hospital, and they're still with me today.
Through our programs, community, and advocacy, we're proving
anything is possible.
Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/connect.
And Opry Live brought to you by our friends at the Wounded Warrior Project. This coming Saturday on Opry Live, you can see Cody Johnson, Tyler Hubbard, Carly Pierce, and many more of your favorites. It's all brought to you by our friends at Wounded Warrior Project. If you need more information, you can find it at woundedwarriorproject.org. Again, that's woundedwarriorproject.org. Well, we're talking about entertainment headlines, and right now our whole world has been engulfed by the People's Choice Country Awards. It's going to be live tonight from the Grand Ole Opry House. They are building out the stage and everything that goes along with it. Shania Twain is your host. It gets started at 7 o'clock Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. But we would love for you to tune in early because we're going to be doing a red carpet special on all of our social media channels. So you can find us on WSM and Opry's Facebook page starting at 5 p.m. We're getting here early, and I'm going to get dressed up, and I'll be on the red carpet, and Aaron Cooper's going to be there with me, and we'll be chatting with all of our friends and seeing what everybody has on. It's a newer award show, so the red carpet attire is different. You never know what you're going to get. Like CMAs, you have an idea. ACMs, you have an idea. People's Choice Country, not sure. Could be a little bit more cash.
Still a work in progress for the red carpet. Yeah. What will you be wearing?
I'm going to be wearing Jonathan Cain. He's my friend. I love him so much. And I look very much like a disco ball tonight, and I'm very happy about it.
Ooh, very sparkly.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Very sparkly, very shiny.
Okay.
Now, I mean, if you ever want to kidnap me, just like hang some sparkly things in a van because I'll walk right into it. That's it.
Later today,
Yes.
Google Chris Isaak and mirror ball suit. That's all I'm going to say. It'll make you smile.
That's what I need.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's talk more about the People's Choice Country Awards that are going to be happening tonight. We said that Shania is going to be hosting. We now know who will be on stage performing, including Kane Brown. He will be receiving the Country Champion Award. Keith Urban, Kelsey Ballerini, Miranda Lambert, Parker McCollum, Brad Paisley, MGK, formerly known as Machine Gun Kelly, and the Warren Treaty will be there, as well as Lady A. And somebody was backstage and got a little video of her. Okay, so you got a compilation of the Warren Treaty and Miranda Lambert. And lastly, we heard Lady A doing Stop Dragging My Heart Around. That was the song that they did for Petty Country, the Tom Petty tribute album. So will they be doing that tonight on stage? And also it was interesting because Miranda was doing Kerosene. And I'm like, wait a minute, is she going to perform that tonight? Surely not. I mean, that's an older song, or maybe, I don't know.
Well, she is the Icon Award, so you could go
That's
back.
true.
You could go back in the career.
That's true. Maybe she's doing a medley of all of her hits or all of her big songs. That would make a lot more sense. I was so confused because usually when you're watching an award show, they're going to be doing their current single.
Correct.
So that people will know it and then request it and buy it and download it and stream it. But we'll see what's happening. Yeah. But I am excited to hear Lady A again tonight. You can be watching again, 7 o'clock Central. That's where it's all starting on NBC. Tune in early on all of our social media channels and you'll be watching us there. And there are so many categories. We were trying to break it all down. There's a lot. So just tune in and see who wins what, because that's how it breaks down.
Who's nominated for the most?
Beyonce and...
Was it Bailey Zimmerman?
No, not Bailey.
Zach Bryan?
Zach Bryan.
Yeah. 19?
19
Nominated
awards.
for 19 things.
And I think Jelly Roll's up for 11, and there's like somebody has 15 nominations. It's a lot. So just tune in. And it's all fan voted, which is very cool. Well, last night, very cool event that was happening in town that I was a part of. It's Music for Seniors. This is a really important newer organization that I've been working with. And last night was the Lighting Up Lives campaign. So yesterday, our mayor, Freddie O'Connell, declared the 25th of September Lighting Up Lives Day in Nashville. And it's all about bringing music to seniors, either in a facility or just hosting events where they can be. But also on the flip side of that, finding seniors who play music and employing them so that they can go and do gigs. You know, they still want to play, they still want to sing, they still want to be out there. The honorary chair of the event was Jeannie Seeley. And last night, for the big finale of our Lighting Up Lives night, she got on stage, did a full set, but this was the finale. Take a look and listen. We all had lights and we were shaking them because we were lighting up lives. This was at Soho House last night. Thank you to everybody that came out and that donated money. The money then goes to help programs for seniors to provide all of these amazing opportunities for them to hear music and play music. So thanks to Jeannie for being out there. I said that was the first time I'd seen her do a full set and I was blown away. She was so much fun to watch.
We're spoiled because we get to see people a lot, but we see them for 12 to 15 minutes. And you forget there's that whole skill of a whole show. And, and she's just such a pro.
Jokes and stories and laughing. And I'm like, oh, this is just a delight. It was so fun to watch. So thank you to everybody a part of that last night. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's been announced, everybody, going to be happening on the 1st. So we got to wait for a while. And I'm saying the 1st of January. So it's a ways away, but they've already announced who is going to be performing, and we get 3 of them, 3 country people involved in the Rock Hall of Fame. I think that's a pretty good little showing. Among those, Kenny Chesney's going to be there. Keith Urban will be there, as well as Jelly Roll. Other artists performing will be Dua Lipa, Demi Lovato, James Taylor, Mac McAnally, Slash, and Dr. Dre. This year's inductees include Mary J. Blige, Cher, the Dave Matthews Band, Foreigner, Peter Frampton, who's a Nashville resident here, Kool and the Gang, Ozzy Osbourne, and A Tribe Called Quest. So all of this is actually going to happen October 19th. So if you're in Cleveland and you want to be there, I think that tickets are available to that October 19th. But they're going to also play it back January 1st on ABC, and then it will be available on Hulu and Disney Plus. So pretty cool if you want to be watching that. And we're excited that our friends are going to be part of it. Jelly Roll is like, he's everybody's now. Like, everybody's claiming him.
If there's an award show, he's there.
Come on home, brand new from the Oak Ridge Boys. And he came on home right through the front door. William Lee Golden walked into the studio this morning, and he brought his friend Danni Steffanetti. It's good to meet you. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Welcome into the new studio. What do you think?
It's the first time I've been here.
I know. We were super happy that you came by.
Yeah.
You like it?
I do. I love it here. And I had heard about it, but today's the first time.
Yeah, it's pretty snazzy.
It's beautiful.
We're liking the new place here. Yeah.
It's real nice.
Yeah. We've got some hardwood right here that you're standing on, by the way. It's from the Ryman. So
Wow.
This is original Ryman wood, the same thing that our circle is made out of. And Danni, you've been in town infrequently because you're based in California.
I am.
But originally from Perth, Australia.
Yeah, I'm from down under. I'm an Aussie. I heard that maybe I've been Americanized, because I've been out here a couple of years. I don't know. Do I sound American yet?
Not yet, but you're getting there.
Yeah.
You sound like at least a couple of our country singers, so that's fine. The first thing I know that I thought of, and you probably did too, is like, oh, have you met Keith yet?
Yeah.
And you have. Tell us this story.
I was back in around 2014. It was a very quick encounter. I was, you know how it is when you're just visiting on a holiday. So I just got my guitar out. He was playing at Bridgestone Arena, and it was raining. And I thought, what the heck? There's all these people around. And I had my guitar with me. He'd just finished the show, and I got it out, and he came out, and he must have heard my voice and was standing in front of me. And I looked like Alice Cooper. I had my mascara running and everything, and he was so sweet. He listened to one of my original songs, and and then he gave me a hug, and that was it. And I was
Did
like,
you tell
oh
him
my
I'm from
goodness.
Australia too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
It was very nice of him. He's very down to earth.
He might have picked up on the accent. Not to go crazy, but
you know what's interesting though, when you sing, most of the time you don't sing with an accent,
No,
right?
Yeah, it just disappears. Exactly.
Isn't that interesting?
I can't tell you how many movies I saw Mel Gibson in before I realized what his real voice sounds like.
Oh, true.
So seriously, I mean, you can fake that part of it too. So,
Absolutely.
So William Lee, how do you and Danni meet?
We met through one of my best friends, Jeff Panzer, introduced us, and he actually manages Danni now. He had met her and talked about her, and anyhow, Jeff knew that I had written a song, and so I had met Danni. She had actually been to Nashville here before that we talked together about co-writing and her helping me put music to a song that I'd written. But we met through Jeff Panzer, and he's a longtime friend of mine for like 40 years or 41 or 2 years, and he's a TV producer, and he's also a music video producer. He's one of the top guys. A lot of his videos they have over 1 billion views.
Oh,
so,
wow.
That's a good number to have.
Yeah, it's a good number to have.
Anyhow, he manages Danni now, and but he had, Jeff had done videos for people like Nelly, all of Lil Wayne's videos, and Nicki Minaj's first 2 albums, and Drake's first album videos. And anyhow, he had met Danni and got us together. He said, because he knew I'd written a song and I didn't have music to put with it, and he kept asking me, did you get the music to put to your song? And I said, no, I really haven't yet. And so he said, well, do this. Take your phone, get on the voice app, and you sing it into your phone. And said, I've got Danni Steffanetti here. She's written over 300 songs. She can help you put this together. And she's an incredible guitar player and an incredible singer. And So I sent my version of an a cappella version, me singing into my phone, to Jeff. He got it to Danni, and she worked with it, put her guitar on it, put different tracks on it, and layered sounds, and then she sang it to me and sent it back to me. And
what was it like when you got that memo to hear this voice coming through your phone, and you're like, wait a minute, I know this voice. This is legendary.
It was such a deep voice. I mean, he's one of a kind, William, such a legend. But actually, when we first started working together, I didn't know much about the Oak Ridge Boys. I don't think I realized who William was. I knew him as William.
Okay.
Actually, I got in trouble once from my manager for calling him Will. Anyway, so I don't do that anymore. But
he's been called worse.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't realize until we were on the Elvira shoot, and he came. I was like, wow, this tour bus is amazing. And then he came out to Broadway and everyone knew who William was. I was like, I don't think I know who I'm working with. Who are you?
That's probably a blessing in disguise, though, right? If you would have known all the pedigree, then it probably would have been really intimidating and a lot harder.
Exactly.
That's so cool. And this is the first song you've written in
It
85
is.
Years? What took so long?
Well, I've been shy about it. You know, my mother was a poet. She was a shy person too, but she loved writing poetry.
Yeah.
And so she had a lot of poems that she had written about life and her life. But she loved that. And then my oldest son, Rusty, he's a songwriter. Mm-hmm. I figured that it skipped me, you know, but it was through a thing that I started, I had feelings and I was home alone, and anyhow, it was a day a weekend actually, that I was home and the Oaks were off, and I was at home alone, and my son Solomon had moved down to Texas, to Austin, and I was missing him. He was a teenager then, and he's 23 now. He's in medical school, and he's EMT, emergency medical technician, and he's learning to be a practitioner now, and so he loves. But anyhow, he sent me a message the other day, but I was reflecting back on things that he said and did when he was young, growing up. Solomon used to call my phone, and I'd be on the road with the Oaks 150 days a year. And if I was on stage or something, he'd leave a message. He said, "Hey, Dad, this is Solomon," like 6 years old. He said, "This is Solomon, I got my heart on you." And that was his saying of expression of love to us, to me and his mother, is "I got my heart on you." So I was reflecting back on all these times together with him growing up, and I wanted to expose him to different travels and different situations. So we would travel, and the Oak Ridge Boys would take 2 breaks every year, one in the summer and one in the winter, after Christmas tour. We would take off 2 or 3 weeks, and I would go to the Virgin Islands down to St. John with Solomon and his mother, and we would spend a week or 10 days there, get a home, and spend time on the beach in a tropical place when it's freezing here in Tennessee.
I like this.
But I wrote about that.
Yeah.
And I wrote about all those things in this song. And Danni then, she helped me put it all together. And she's an incredible musician. And I'm just so thankful that what she sent me back, I was blown away with it. So then she come to Nashville about a year ago, and she was doing the Elvira video with the Oak Ridge Boys, and after we got through with that, she said, "Well, I brought this song of yours and I need your voice on it now. I want to put your voice on it." She had a nice microphone she had brought from California, and she set it up in our piano room out at home, and
now we've got
we
a video.
sat there.
Yeah.
Jeff Panzer had a friend of ours with a video camera that he sent out to sit there and capture exactly what we're doing, and so Danni's playing guitar, and I'm singing a song that I wrote, and she's helping me sing it. And
Here we go. We're going to play it for everybody. You ready?
Live from his living room.
This is live. We are so happy that you guys stopped by. Thank you for coming. Danny, it was a pleasure to meet you.
It was lovely to meet you both.